Hello, I am in Las Vegas, you guys. I do want to send my apologies for being late. I woke up late. Last night was definitely a night, so I am up. So I want to say good morning to the producers. Thank you all so very much for tuning in on me on this lovely, lovely morning. But I went out for drinks last night and I had some edibles last night, and you know how that goes. That don't mix if you take too much of something. So I'm here in Las Vegas, and I was like, man, I got to get up and do a show. And I didn't even know it's like a time difference here. Like right now, it's only 8 o'clock in the morning, and I scheduled a show. I should have scheduled a little later, but I scheduled the show all early, and so I am up, ready to go get some breakfast. Let me say about the edibles. I'm literally like eating these edibles like it was candy. And so them edibles, it literally came in my spirit. And I'm like, I'm trying to listen to Blue Skies talk about something. And literally I'm just high. I'm extremely like high right now. And she was talking about something. Do you know this person? Do you know this person? And I'm literally just high. And I don't even know how I got to my room. And I'm like, I'm so high. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to trip over the floor if I keep walking. And I'm just literally trying to get to my area. And I was like, man, I'm really, 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 really going to fall. And I was just that high. And so it was fun last night. It was really, really fun last night. I wasn't planning on doing what I was doing, but I did what I had to do. So that situation was going on. But while I'm here in Vegas, a lot of people want to talk about this whole thing with Nicki Minaj, this whole thing with her husband. And so I read an article that Jennifer is extremely upset that people use her words and they edit her words, and that, she was pretty much upset with Nicki Minaj and her husband. She felt like they are the ones that are leading that. And so I listened to the recording, and I'm still what I'm at, that Nicki Minaj and her husband is innocent, that Jennifer lied, and that she's changed her story over and over again. And I'm not the type of person to say no to a person that is a victim. You know what I'm saying? If you really are a victim of SA assault, I'm not the type of person to diss that. I feel like if you are a victim, I have nothing but to respect that. But I also want to say, when you are, lying on a man and that man have to go to prison and that man have to be on the SA list, I don't have no respect for you, because I'm always reminded of this Brian Banks story. And we definitely, for my members and for Patreon, we definitely going to have like a movie night, and we're going to stream that movie. So for people that did not get a chance to see that story, they would get an understanding what the possibility can be when you are getting lied on, and the woman, they go and they live their life, and you as a man, you stuck at being registered on the list. You can't go around like that. I remember when I was watching the Brian Banks story, and I would never forget it. He was talking to this girl. He was dating. He took the girl out to he took the girl out to a museum, to an art museum. And I guess his probation officer got an alert, and that alert was saying that he, was close by a school and he had to leave, because when you are on that list, you cannot go and move anywhere freely around the country. You can't be around children. You can't be around schools. You can't be around daycares. So your life is pretty much ruined, in my humble opinion. A lot of people feel that way. And I do believe Kenneth Petty is a changed man. Now, I don't believe he's the same type of man that was, going to jail, in and out of jail. I think he really changed when he got with Nicki Minaj. I really believe so. In my humble opinion, I think he had changed. Okay. And I know a lot of people were saying that, oh, Wiley, you didn't do your research. Jennifer's not lying. And I'm like, literally, I've done my research. And I was on Black T Blog's channel, and the judge was like, I don't feel comfortable giving you these charges. I don't feel comfortable giving you this sentence because I don't know if you're guilty or not. I don't feel comfortable. So with this whole situation, you could just tell that, you know, he was not ready to get those charges, and he was pleading, he was like, no, he's like, do you understand? Yes. And it was just really just like, you could just really tell that he was not prepared to say that he was guilty of these charges. So I'm literally watching this and reading the reports, and I'm like, this is something that, he's innocent. And I'm always about justice for Kenneth Petty. That's what I'm teaching over here, justice for him. And I know a lot of people feel like that he's not guilty and that he's in this whole entire situation. Okay. Now, yeah, I'm gonna definitely drink me some coffee. I'm trying to perk up, child, because I had these edibles and stuff like that, and I'm doing a lot of live. I just said while he heard those edibles and drinks and kicked his, kicked his it really did, because when I let me say this, so that's just the whole thing about it. So I am definitely standing up for Kenneth Petty, and I'm standing up for Nicki Minaj. Now, let me get this other statement out here about Tasha K. I was watching so many videos, and they kept saying Wiley turned against his mentor. I never had a mentorship with Tasha K. And I was going to reach out to Tasha and be like, to clear that up, because you were never my mentor. Now I would say mentor, just to be joking, just to be trolling, but in reality, she was never my mentor. We never had a mentor-mentee relationship. I never was on contract with Kibi Studio, so she never had the right to control what I do over here at the platform. I was never invited to visit Kibi Studios to meet the employees. Never was invited to do any of those things. So when people were saying that I turned against my mentor, that's not correct. Our relationship was that I would go live and I would do videos, and she would watch the videos and she would be prepared to, share the videos on her page. She did that on her own. But we never had like a mentor-mentee relationship. I do believe that I was in the stages of being groomed to potentially being a mentor, picking up her battles, roasting, gagging on the internet. But I just chose not to do that. I chose to do it on my own. And so now, ever since I made that choice to do it on my own, the show has been growing. We're almost at 30,000 subscribers. Once I made that decision to do it on my own and to not allow my platform to be controlled by some people, I'm actually doing 100% better than I was when I was associated. Now, was I associated with Tasha K because I defended her in a lawsuit and I was known for that? Yeah, you could say that, but it was no mentor, mentee type of relationship. I definitely want to clear that up for the people, because when people were doing videos, they kept saying Wiley turned to get his mentor. No, that wasn't the case. That wasn't that type of case at all. And I don't owe anybody, no loyalty. My loyalty belongs to the audience. And so when the audience come and watch the show, I give you all the loyalty. I entertain you all. We just did a show for members only, so make sure y'all go check that out. But I said I had to come on the show this morning, to clear the air, because everybody kept saying Tasha K was your mentor. You turned against, and I said no, that wasn't the case. We didn't have a contract. My rent wasn't paid. No, she didn't buy me no mattress. No, she didn't do this. Did she buy me a camera? Yes, but let me tell you about the camera situation. She said, I'm gonna give you a camera for Christmas, and she gave a lot of people stuff for Christmas. And I guess it was a write-up. And she called me. She said, I got something I'm going to give you for Christmas. And I said, okay, cool. You got me something for Christmas. And that pretty much was the relationship. And I'm just being 100% honest with you. That pretty much was the relationship and how it was. It was no mentee-mentor relationship. You had her back during the court case. Yes, you did. I had her back during the court case. Yes, but it was nothing that I'm waking up to my front door to some matches for me and my mother. No, nothing like that. I even asked my mother, "Did we get some matches from Tasha K?" And she even said no. Now there's no refunds. Hashtag no refunds for the camera because I'm using the camera. And I thank her for the camera. So that was her employee putting it out there that I need to return the camera. Tasha K never put it out there that I should return the camera. Now Tasha K got her own battles that she's going with the lawsuit. She does. She really can't really be focused on who's her mentee, mentor, and all of that because she got to be focused on how she's going to pay Cardi B back $4 million. So that's pretty much what her mindset is. And then her and Ogre is in a whole legal battle, and they go into a situation like that. Okay, yeah. So that's just how it goes right there. They said Wiley, hey, my assistant producers, dropping in real quick from Puerto Rico. Okay, hey. This is a hell of a lot. They had no refund. I said, I find a discussion as attorney myself, reviewing a 1995 case. Petty was convicted for anyone that would believe he was innocent. He was convicted of a crime he committed. Stop attacking it. I'm not. And so I'm gonna drop the StreamYard because I want to hear from y'all this morning. If y'all want to come on. We don't have the phone lines because I did not bring my mic and stuff. So we don't have the phone lines, but we do have the StreamYard. So I would hit the link and stuff like that. Was the documentary Jennifer and Nikki and Tyrone referring to? I'm just saying he's innocent. Somebody said it was an attorney. So if anybody want to come on this way, no, Tasha K is not in the battle with Olga. Olga is her attorney and they friends, according to Larry Reed. That's what was said. Say I was on. I that's right, Sam Cook. I was not on no leash. I was not on the leash. I was free to do what I was doing, and I was just doing content, and that's why I was on here. And so, if anybody wants to hit the link and talk about it, that's pretty much been the conversation. That's pretty much been the situation between me and Tasha. It was nothing like a mentor relationship, and if it was, I would have been the first person that came out and say that, but it wasn't. That wasn't the case, and I definitely am being honest, and I'm telling the truth that our relationship was just me just doing videos, and she loved the show. So that's just how it is. Okay, hold on one second. We're gonna open up. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, Wiley.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Doing good.
Yes. Just wanted to give my thoughts on the topic about
Okay.
Jennifer and the attorney Tyrone Blackburn. Uh, I feel like because I saw her on other channels, and I won't name them channels because no free promo. Uh, she's really not helping her case. She would have had a stronger case to get coins if she would stay off of certain platforms that don't care about her, don't have the resources to help her elevate in whatever she's trying to do. Because this woman said yesterday she was threatened by the petties and she made like blatant defamatory statements. And then in the midst of that, she said, well, I haven't spoke with my attorney yet. And that just goes to show some people are just so obsessed with other people. And I'm not saying she's not a victim, but if you really are terrified of victims, stop changing your story. Stop going on these platforms. Like she went on one story. I work for the feds, Wiley, and she said she went to the Well, the U.S. Marshals went to her and said she was being threatened, but she turned down going into protective custody. That don't even make sense. Like just things like that. And then she wants to fake cry on other people's channels, talking about how she's terrified for her safety and her life, but she's co-signing somebody who allegedly was stalking her for Kenneth Petty. Like, yeah, that's what she said yesterday. That's what she said yesterday. So it's just like I really want to believe something happened, but she changes her story up so much. I'm just like, girl, let it go. And I'm happy Ti is standing in support with Nicki Minaj on this because Tyrone Blackburn assassinated his character too because they lost that he lost that case as well. So it's just it's really sad and unfortunate. And I'm really sorry you and Tasha are going through it. And that's all I have for you, Wiley.
Thank you so very much. But I do blame these YouTubers that the channels that Jennifer are going to. There, she's been exploited, if I were her,
Facts.
if I was her attorney, I would not go to these different channels to do interviews. That's just my humble opinion. To have the case. Thank you, Couture Bay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. All right, so we're gonna go to somebody else. Nikki, you got me on mute. Can you unmute your mic, Nikki?
Yes,
There you
Wiley,
go.
can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Hi, Wiley. I just like to comment on the Jennifer Hughes situation.
Okay.
Um, I believe if somebody has really been through what she's been through, when the initial situation started with the harassment, when she said that people were coming to her home, why not go down to the police station and reopen the case and say, hey, listen, my offender is now harassing me and now threatening me. I have gotten XYZ to my home. See, she didn't do that. The first thing Jennifer did was went to social media. So it didn't seem real. Her actions is what makes it not real. And if all of this is true about the video that came out, because I do believe what she said, I don't care how much the video was chopped and screwed, the facts are the facts and it came out of her mouth. She lied. She said she didn't do it. She got caught on video saying she did. That is why FaceTiming people is so scarce nowadays because you don't know when you're being recorded or when you're being, somebody sneaking on you. But the point is, why lie? The gig is up at this point. The gig is up. So why don't you, if all of this is true, why are you doing hobo tours on social media and having these other social media platforms sitting here in cahoots with you? The gig is up. You got caught on video lying. There's nothing else to be said. It's a legal matter now and keep it moving. You can't save yourself. There's no saving from this. You were a weird fan. You were obsessed with Kenneth Petty. And the reason why I know she was obsessed with him, he probably told her when she was 16, he probably had another girl. Because I'm going to tell you my theory as a woman of what I believe happened. What I believe happened, if that man was attractive, he probably was busting her down. And guess what? He started seeing somebody else. When he started seeing somebody else, or maybe found out that he was no longer going to deal with her, she got mad and screamed and raped. That's the only reason why you will recant in court. Nobody threatening you is the reason why. Because if that were the case, guess what? You wouldn't have went on social media years later to say, "Hey, I'm the victim of Kenneth Petty." The world never had to know that. We didn't know that. We didn't know that. We only know what we know about Jennifer Hugh because Jennifer Hugh chose to tell us. If she never would have exposed herself, and that's my whole thing with her. As far as harassment, you would have never been opened up to harassment. You would have never been opened up to discrimination or anything had you not exposed yourself. She chose to go on Nosy Hole Live. She chose to go on Hot Shot Radio and try to get her. When she's in the videos, you can see her. She's trying to be sexy, rubbing her hair. Even in the interview when she was on the Real, she was doing nothing as a victim would. Everything she was doing was as somebody who was harassing her. So she needs to just stop because there are real victims out there, and there's nothing that she can say or do at this point that would make the public believe that she's not a liar. So the only thing that I can say for Jennifer Hugh is try to salvage your family because you got kids and you got your daughter on social media doing tarot readings, and they're coming at them. So they're taking advantage because of your life. At the end of the day, she got to grow up and be a mom and stop living in the past. It's so many people that things happen to, and guess what? People move on. But we don't go out harassing celebrities trying to pick a story and pick me situation. Because if she was scared of Kenneth Petty in any way, she would not be talking to Black. She would not be talking about Nicki Minaj or Kenneth Petty. That's not somebody that seems scared to me. That looks like somebody that wants sympathy to me. Big difference in the two. Fear and sympathy are two different things. So Jennifer has to choose a side because as of right now, we the people do not agree. So thank you, Wiley.
Thank you so very much for calling in and giving your thoughts. Thank you so very much.
You're
All
welcome.
right. Okay, well, I think we got another caller. Hold on 1 second, Winter. I'm coming to you. If you hit the link, you do not have to show yourself on camera. It's just the audio.
Hey Wiley, can you
Hey,
hear?
Winter, I can hear you loud and clear.
Hi Wiley.
Hi.
Real quick, the Jennifer Hughes situation. I'm not going to say how a victim should or should not act because people act differently in different crisis situations. It's not her how she's acting that I'm watching this. You look at actual documents and you listen to what actually came out her mouth. Now, when you go to different websites and stuff, yeah, they do play clips, but you know those things are available in full. And my thing is the guy who's helping you, who put out the video of him talking to her? It had to be him because he's the one talking to her on the live, and he's supposed to be the one to go in between and get all this money from Nicki to give to her. But yet the guy who's helping you set Nicki up is also setting you up. It's just the whole situation is very uncomfortable because we don't want to blame a victim, but at the same time, sweetie, it's like your story keeps changing. Things have happened in other people's lives that less, and they can remember the beginning, the middle, the end. It never changes. It never changes. When you listen to a victim story, I'm a true crime fan. That story doesn't change. I don't care if it's 20 years later, 30 years later, 40 years later, it never changes. So, her saying I did and didn't write this letter, that's something very significant that you would remember. You would remember if I wrote a letter or if I didn't write a letter. You would remember that. That's not something, oh, I forgot about that. So it's just very uncomfortable. And that's all I wanted to say about that. And as far as you and Tasha, I really I never thought that Tasha was your mentor, and I never thought that you were her mentee. It looked like you guys were building a business relationship. That's what it looked like. To me, it sounds like you're taking on Storm and Armand, like you're taking on these other experiences, like that ain't gonna happen to me. I'm gonna make sure. But I didn't. I personally did never. I never looked at it like that. I just looked at it as okay, these guys are building like a bridge. They're gonna have a relationship, a business relationship. It was you never look bad, even if she bought you a camera and then went on the next day and told everybody I bought Wiley a camera. So what? You know what I mean? Like in
Mm-hmm.
business, people do things for each other. Like rich businessmen take each other out to lunch and dinner and yacht trips and all types of stuff. You know what I mean? Because they want your business. And that's not a bad thing. We live in America, it's a capitalist society. Now, all of the other like doing lives and dogging each other out and stuff like that, I still have to say this. I believe Storm Monroe started all this recently. As far as their history, I'm sure they were both to blame in a lot of areas. But you came out of the blue, did it, you know what I mean, and did that live. And then when he did that, I was like, well, dang, what did Tasha say about him? You go looking for it. She didn't say anything. He just came out and he was quote unquote telling his story, but you're telling your story, calling her a dirty dish rag, HOE. You telling your story saying she's a long TITTY, where is that coming from? And to me, even if you argue, you argue down with family. Oh, you this, you that, you this, you that, leave me alone, you be, you this, you that. But there's a line you don't cross. And I think with Storm, because he didn't have that familial relationship, that strong familial, his own words, I think that that's why he doesn't understand that there's a line you don't cross. And I believe that last video when he was quote unquote saying he's throwing up the white flag, because he knew he could cross the line. They're not bothering him. I didn't see video after video after video of them trashing him. I saw him come out the blue and just do this. And why would you do this to somebody? Why would you like go that hard on somebody who actually did help you? And it's not like you got to grovel at their feet. It's business at the end of the day. Storm had every right to be like, you know what? This relationship is over. I'm going my way. There's no issue with that. The issue was the way you did it. You went away dogging a person. That's like, you're gonna lose your job and you're gonna go out and be an entrepreneur and start on your own. And then when anybody does any history, all they see is your dirt. You know what I mean? And these other guys that's gravitating to you, not you, Wiley, because I always believe you and Storm had a real relationship as far as, online. But these other guys, they just grabbing on you because they do the same kind of commentary. So they do the dog Tasha K commentary. So it's like, oh, come over here, come over here. But see, what happened was other people saw it differently. The people who was dogging Tasha also saw you for what you were. Because that was really what you did was below the belt. It was below the belt. And that's how I feel. I don't care what she said about his mother. She never called his mother a B word. She never said his mother was ugly, this, that, nothing. She said the lady had a bad back. She bought him a bed. She was sleeping on the floor. She didn't like the way Storm treated her. That's not below the belt. That's something that happened. And then you guys do this whole back and forth, thing online, but it builds your channel, so it's business. I believe once Storm crossed the line, he didn't know where to stop at. And I just, you have a business relationship with Tasha. There's nothing wrong with that, whether y'all talk to each other every day or once a month. And I just want you to learn the mistakes as well as the mistakes Tasha made. You could point out Storm's mistakes as well.
Yes,
So
I feel you on that.
that's all I wanted to say, Wiley.
Thank you so very much for coming on. Okay.
All right, thanks.
All right. So we got a couple of more people backstage. We're going to bring people on. Voice of New York. Can you unmute your mic? You're live.
Hello, good morning, Wally. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself in Vegas. Whatever happens in Vegas, stay in Vegas. But I'm calling in regards to the Jennifer Yu, and I am a barb, but there's our delusional barbs out there. So I think I saw the video, and in the video, she never once said that Kenneth Petty did not do the deed. She did not mention that at all. What she did say was that she was going to recant her statement. That doesn't mean that he's exempt from the crime that he did. And I think this is where people are taking a video, blowing it out of proportion, and not going with what's said. She never once said that he didn't assaulted her. He did not assault her. What she did say was she wanted to recant her statement. And people were like, okay, but why would she want to recant her statement? Like, who would do that? First of all, let's be clear. When this happened, they were like, 15, 16. Nicki was 11. Okay, 11 or 12. So she shouldn't be hanging with them. I don't know how. They shouldn't even be involved in the same circle because she's like still in junior high school. So anytime Nicki say things about this case, it's like, girl, you were still in junior high school. Like, what do you like? My high school business. But most victims, when they are in the place where they are in, and she mentioned that her and Kenneth Petty family had type of relations or whatever, or they know each one another. It's different when you start hearing like what the person that is going to go through by going to be incarcerated, right? So maybe she recant, and most victims do recant their statement once they realize how much the person will get time and they actually know the person. She was like, you know what? I don't even want the charges to even go through. And that happens, right? Sometimes when people do a crime and the person who's the victim will like, you know what, let's just let it go. I'm going to drop all charges. That doesn't exempt him from doing the crime. So there are two different things we could look at. One, did he still assault her? Which I think he did. Two, she decided that she wanted to drop the charges because she felt guilty of putting this person in jail, even if he did it. And that happens to a lot of victims. So when people, coming at Jennifer, and you bullying her on this type of magnitude. And this is the problem. This is how Nicki Minaj be playing chess with some of her dumb barbs out there, right? Because when Nicki first came out with this case on Queen Radio, no one told Nicki to talk about the case. Nicki on her own, because Nicki felt the backlash of dealing with this bum, right? So she was the one who was like, she needed to justify it. Say, oh, he messed with this white lady. Why did she do that? It's to bait the audience. She mentioned the white lady to make it seem like it's an Emmett Till type of example for us to pull on our heartstrings to feel sorry for her husband. Oh my God, he's a little black boy from Queens, for him to get ridiculed by a white lady. See, so we're all thinking like, oh, this happened to Emmett Till. He went to jail. That's how Nicki set it up. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of them are so dumb to not even realize what she be doing. And that's the thing. Nicki would do stuff and hide her hand. So now you're like, oh, wow, okay. Now we didn't even know Jennifer. I thought she was a white lady. Until she's like, no, I'm a black woman. Because she wants her. Let's keep it buck. Nicki wants her husband to be able to go to Disney World. Nicki wants her husband to be able to take her little son to little kids Playboy, or get her address off the SO list. That's why she's going this hard, or that's why her family is going this hard. People saying, oh, he already went to jail. So what?
Hello.
So what? He jail. You do something as vile as R somebody, no matter what stage you do it, you should have that on your tag forever. So what if someone did that? Wouldn't you want to know your neighbor was in jail for pedophile for being a P or for M? or a case maybe with child, yes, you will want to know as a parent. It doesn't matter how long ago it happened, because most of the time those people will do it again. So for them to say, oh, that's why Nicki's going this hard. And also, he failed to register again when he was in California. Who, like, because he's with Nicki, he thinks he's above the law. Who are you? Then she had the audacity to bring him to Trinidad around school children, which he shouldn't have done, without telling the people of Trinidad. Like, you got to think about, like, Nicki thinks she could do whatever she wants, but no matter what, you with a man who can't do what you want him to do. So let's stop acting like she's not doing birdish tendencies. She wants to embarrass her to get this case dropped, to get to ridicule the story that she wasn't involved with. None of us was there. So actually none of us can talk. But what I can say is Nicki was 11 years old when that case occurred. You pillow talking with your man. Your man will tell you whatever you want to hear. Yeah, I didn't do it. Blase, blase. And Nicki does have a problem with being with men who do these type of things or around them. I think she needs therapy, because I mean she's in who willingly go with a man who did a vile crime, no matter if he was he came out of jail, he served his time. Who cares? Why would you want that on your legacy? Like that was not. I feel like that's the reason why people go at her even harder. She preach, oh, I'm a bad chick. Oh, I do this, I do that. We don't take care. And then here you are, a man who can't even take his kid to get a little ice cream cone at Baskin Robbins if it's filled with a bunch of kids. You got to put your, like, look how sad that life is. She has to stay there with her child most of the time. She got to travel all the time. That's why she's in her mansion most of the time. She can't even enjoy the life of being a mother all the way with her husband, because her husband has this thing. You think Beyonce gonna bring her kids around her husband? You think Rihanna gonna bring her baby boy to play dates with it? No. So she's being ridiculed. No matter how much she thinks she's happy, she's really not. It's not gonna be full happiness, because she can't enjoy her motherhood because the way her husband has it. So yes, she's trying to do everything in her power, or her barbs, her little minions, like the ones who are like minions, to like dismantle this lady case, to say she's a liar. But guess what? I think let the law get involved. That video looked chopped and screwed. Okay, and it looked like it was manipulated for the benefit, and it's up to everyone to view it differently. And if I was a judge, or if I was a law, I'm like, well, she never said he didn't do the deed. What she did say, based on that video, is that she wants to recant the statement. But there has been past instances, and you can always bring up law cases that shows that victims do that all the time. That doesn't mean they're exempt from the crime. You know what I'm saying, Wiley? As far as you and Tasha K. And this is why sometimes, I know some of your callers are not as intelligent, and that's fine. Because I think in my last time I called, people said, oh, does she think she's a doctor or something? I'm not going to say what my field is, but just know I'm highly educated. Like, I am. But anyway, with that said, with you and Tasha K, I always knew that Tasha K, I'm glad, Wiley, that you never got on her mentor or as a mentee for her. We always mention that, like we always say, Wiley, you can do this on your own. You don't need Tasha K, because how we see her, treat others. And I'm a big proponent on watch how people treat others, because how they treat others, how they're going to treat you. It may not be now, but how they move. And the way Tasha K move is kind of like, no matter what, you have to be always subservient to her, and you can't say anything to her. And she's in too much drama. And the thing is, I don't want, your beef should not be my beef. When some people be like, oh, I don't want to go out on this girl because I have beef with them, or the case may be. I'm the type of friend where, okay, I have beef with maybe one person out my friends group, and that still won't devoid my experience with everybody else. I don't care. Like, no one should be meddling in our business. It's with A and B, see your way out. So I feel like, but with Tasha, because you have to sign a contract, because you got to do all this, she takes that an advantage. And one thing I hate what people do, and I don't know if you like this, Wiley, is when people throw things in your face. They help you, and then it's kind of like, is it from the goodness of your heart? If it is from the goodness of your heart, you wouldn't throw up in my face. But Tasha K does that a lot to people. She will say that she's doing these things, and then when she's upset, she berates you and then throw it in your face. Do you figure she did that to you, Wiley? Because she keep mentioning your little camera. And it's like, girl, you gave me for Christmas. Like, jump off my scrotum. Either you're going to give it to me willingly from the goodness of your heart, or you're doing it to have malice intent for the near future. And I feel like that's how Tasha K is. That's the reason why, if I was in your shoes, I would have never rocked with her. as far as a mentee mentor relationship, because a mentor not supposed to do that. Like in some business supposed to stay in house. What
All
she
right,
does is
thank you.
publicize this. And lastly, Wally, sometimes I think that you, Storm, Tasha K, and Chelsea, and even Armand are in cahoots to cause drama to put it on YouTube. I don't know. I feel like y'all be planning these things, honestly. And that's just me and my little conspiracy, okay? I feel like y'all all cool behind the scenes, but y'all be putting on YouTube. Y'all got beef or whatever spickle happened to keep us tuned in. And this is what we call in, right, Wally? I know you're not
Yeah,
gonna believe that, but I still think that's what y'all be doing. And I
yeah.
had to call my sister. I'm like, I think they keep keying and laughing at us, thinking that we're dumb. Like, oh, they think we have beef now. We gonna keep it going. Don't you think so, Wally?
I don't believe that. No, it's really real, and we don't be on the phone like I could talk to me. I don't be on the phone with these people like that unless I'm just calling to verify some information. But I'm not on the phone to go into beef. But thank you so much for calling in.
No problem. Have a great day. Enjoy yourself in
Uh,
Vegas.
All right, thank you. All right, so we got a couple people backstage, so we're gonna try to get to everybody back here, and I'm gonna go eat me some breakfast. Good morning, Dose Dazzle,
Can you hear me?
Dazzl. I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, so first of all, let's talk about this. No, rewind it. Good morning. Well,
Good morning.
so we can start with Jennifer Hugh. Okay, so when we seen that video that surfaced on the Shade Room, it told me two things. The Shade Room is working for Nicki Minaj, or they have her best interest, because that's an old video. And based on what Jen's lawyer is saying, is that first of all, they have so many documents about this case, and then not only that, that is an edited version of what was said. And the thing is, with me, I'm like, okay, so she's saying what she's been saying. She's saying how she was pressured to recant. She's already said that. She's already said how she was pressured to do certain stuff, and his friend was coming towards her in a very like devious way, basically talking to her and reporting back to Nicki Minaj or whoever, and basically just trying to be messy to get her to recant and write a statement. So I really don't care for what they're saying. I already know that she's not lying. Like, you can tell that she's not lying. You guys are doing too much and trying to prove something that, what the hell? Like, am I tripping? Because I feel like all that bashing and all that craziness is just showing people that she's not lying. Like, do you feel that way a little bit, Wiley?
Well, for me, I feel that Jennifer did not. I feel like Jennifer lied, and I feel like Jennifer is trying to, clean a story up on these different platforms. Me personally, with the case and all of that, she should just keep quiet because these YouTubers is not really helping her case. It's not.
No, I mean, I don't think it's helping either, because it's all gossip and mess. But the fact is, we were not there. We were not at his grandmother's house when it happened. So we don't know. All we know is what was reported, and the fact that you have a young girl being in some type of way, pressured into saying this or saying that. That's all we know. So to me, I feel like the barbs, it's like cyberbullying. I don't like that, because it kind of makes me feel like, if it wasn't Nicki Minaj, would you be going after Jennifer Hugh like that, or would you be trying to make up a way where she's lying? And I don't feel like that, because I mean, maybe it's just me, but I feel like we were not there in that room to say that she's not lying.
All right. Well, we thank you so very much for calling in.
All right. See you later.
Thank you. See you later. Okay, we're gonna go to the next one. Kelly, you're on. Kelly.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, Wally, I love your show. You done got me through all my shifts all
Thank
week long. But one thing I would like to say, one thing we do know, that Cardi B raped and drugged men. No one talking about that. She around her kid. No one talking about that. What I don't like about women like Miss New York and the other callers, they can prosecute black women to the fullest if they think we don't go along with the narrative. No one is talking about what Cardi B did. She might not have been charged, but it came out of her mouth. She is trash. I did not agree with how Jason Lee came hard on Nicki Minaj, how Amon Williams came hard on Nicki Minaj. Because if there was a black straight man talking to a transgender woman like that, the internet would be on fire. It's the double standard for me. So what do you think about it?
Well, for me, I feel like this whole situation that's going on is very disturbing. That a black man was lied on, and I feel like they should definitely go back to court and to get those charges off of him. And
Me too.
it just really showed the world that you just cannot believe every victim.
That's right. That's right. And I also want to say about Storm, he seemed like a thirsty commentator to me. It's not clicking naturally to me. Like we love watching you. I love your opinion. I love your when you talk about politics, other commentators. It just seems so genuine and natural. But Storm, it seemed like a fake, and like out of the blue, he keep coming at Tasha K. Out of because she haven't said anything to him. And it just feel like fake. Like he did 3 videos. What's her response to Jaguar? What's her response? My response to Tasha K. Like who cares? No one cares. You know. But anyway, I had wanted to say that, and I love your show, Wiley.
Thank you.
And enjoy yourself in Vegas.
Thank
And I
you.
will be catch you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right, bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Okay, we go on to we got people that's backstage. We're gonna bring you on. You don't have to show yourself on camera. We got about 3 more people. I think there you go. Hello, Tommy.
Hey Wally,
Hey.
I have to call in. Listen, this is a whole mess, and they even with video proof, they still won't believe Jennifer lied. That video wasn't edited; it was trimmed. Know the difference. Jennifer committed perjury. She admitted that she committed perjury. That means that she lied. She lied about the letter to the DA. She said that she didn't write it when the judge said herself that she turned in a letter. Y'all got to stop. Like the hate, you guys are so blind by the hate that y'all have for Nicki. It's unhealthy, and y'all need help for real. There is video evidence of this girl changing her story multiple times, but y'all don't care because you want to see Nicki go down. Where do you see that at? I don't see that with Cardi. Just like that last caller said, she admitted to drugging and robbing men, but y'all I don't see no hate. I don't see no type of backlash. But if it's something that Nicki had no parts in doing, but if it's someone associated with Nicki, oh, we gotta take Nicki down. Y'all fools. Y'all fools, and y'all getting played. That's all I gotta say, Why? Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we down to the right with 2 more people on here because I gotta go because to get my day started. Hey, good morning. TheRolene. You live? Hello, hello. Okay, let me go to Queen.
Hey Wiley,
Hey,
how you doing this morning?
doing all right?
Yeah, so I wanted to come on here because I just feel like when people don't like you, they would choose to believe anything. Okay, so about the Nicki Minaj and Kenny situation, she's told several different stories. And like the last caller was saying, like, you said you didn't write a letter to the DA, and then you turned around and said you did write a letter to the DA. It's like, which story is it? Which story is it? And then they like to say, oh, Nicki Minaj was try to offer her money. This lady has shown no proof of anything. But what we do have is proof of Jennifer on video saying that she wanted to recant her story. Now, she was saying that she felt pressure by her family to continue on with the charges. But then she said she felt pressure from Kenny and Nicki Minaj to recant. So it's like, okay, which is it? Like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like she probably should stop talking, and I mean, they can continue to handle this behind the scenes. But people like um Jason Lee and Nosy Hussey, whatever her name is, they don't give a crap about no victim, nothing. They just want to exploit her because they don't like Nicki Minaj and make it seem like she telling, like, this lady done told so many lies. And at first, and I'm a fan of Nicki Minaj, but when this first came out, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna say she, because I'm not gonna say she wasn't raped, but I want to continue to sit in the bushes and watch, see what's going on. And through time and time again, she's not had the same story. She hasn't. And I mean, for the people who saying that the video is clipped up, it is some videos out there where it's like clipped up, but nothing was edited. I seen the video where it was no clips. It was straight through. It was straight through. So I don't know. Maybe you can go on Black T blog and she can, cause she got the transcripts, the DA transcripts, and it's talk about the letter, the same letter she claims she never wrote. So it's no inconsistencies. So it's like when things are inconsistent, then we have to question. Because just because I'm a fan of Nicki Minaj, I definitely, because I didn't like the fact that she married him from Get. But as time went on and all this, I'm like, yeah, something is fishy. And then her lawyer, yeah, he ain't what's up. So it's a lot of fishy stuff going on. So that's all I really wanted to say. Like, I'm not gonna say I don't 100% believe it's something that, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, but I'm more so leaning on the side of it. This didn't happen because it's like you're not consistent enough. You're not telling the whole truth. You're saying one thing and then the other. It's like you're confused. And then you know you're going to get sympathy from Cardi B fans and people who don't like Nicki Minaj. So it's just like, I don't know, like a ploy to get some money to me. Then she went on video bragging about, oh yeah, every time I'm in the news and this and that, I'm like she a celebrity. Well, that's what she basically was saying. She a celebrity. Anytime you mention Kenny name, you have to mention hers. And she was just smiling and laughing a lot. Like, girl, something
I
seemed a
heard
little off
that.
about her.
Well, thank you so very much for calling in.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Okay, but I'm gonna take this last one, you guys, because I want to enjoy my weekend here in Vegas. THER, you live? OLENE. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hello.
Welcome to the Wiley Show. You live? Hello.
Can you guys hear? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm actually sitting deep into Africa.
Oh, okay. Welcome from Africa. Okay.
Yes, like okay, let me just address.
Okay. You want to address what? Oh, it's not working. Hello? Is you from Hello? Hello? Grizz Cafe, excellent fried chicken food. Enjoy. Thank you for the super chat. Hello?
Hello.
I can hear you now.
Oh, sorry. So it's my Wi-Fi.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh,
Oh, okay. I was saying that basically, Jennifer, whatever her name is, she's a liar.
okay.
She's a liar. She's a liar, and I feel like people is so delusional even not to believe the video that came out. And I feel like the video is not edited. As you can see, that man, that same man that she's saying that was threatening her, and she's so afraid of, was having a conversation with her on the video. So there was no editing, pausing in between. It was a straight conversation, right?
Yes.
Um, and then I feel like Oman and Jason Lee are just haters. There's a video of Beyonce trying to avoid Jason Lee on the internet now because Beyonce know what type of person Jason Lee is.
Wow.
And then also and also Cardi B, nobody's talking about Cardi B dragging men. If you can see the hatred for Nicki Minaj now, it's like people is just having hate for Nicki because she's a successful black woman. And there's no history of Nicki doing any criminal acts, being disrespectful to people, harming anyone. But everyone has so much hate for her. There's so many things about Cardi B that she have done in the past, and nobody's talking about it. Everyone is just hating Nicki because of gossip. There's no legit proof of this woman. There's nothing except of her music career. That's the only thing, and people is blaming her choices. Yeah, I don't think Kenny is the right person for her, but that is a person that she chose to be with. And I don't think Nicki Minaj will throw away her whole career just because of a lie. Why will I take a predator that I know are someone? That doesn't make logically sense. To take someone that was a convicted criminal, and I think people should do their research on things before they speak. You can't come on a platform and say, yeah, someone husband did this, and I don't believe that. But that you do your research on it. That you go and check for yourself out. Because I have been following the story for I think almost 2 years now, right? And on the Crystal Nicole show, she's telling you all the documents. No bias, no lies. She's showing you the transcript of the documents. Go and do that before people start spreading lies. Because everything that has been spreading, everyone has been spreading lies on Nikki's name on no facts. There's nothing to keep Nikki accountable for anything, but people are just spreading things about her. And Cardi B is done. Her career is gone. And she knows this. And she called black people roaches and stuff, and nobody's talking about it. If you're gonna keep one accountable, keep everyone accountable. Keep everyone accountable. I'm so sick and tired of everyone tearing this black woman down because nobody likes her. Don't you think it's weird people don't like her for no reason? There's a problem. And we as black people need to stand up for this woman. If you have proof of she's done something wrong, bring it out. Bring the papers. Bring the facts. But people don't want to bring facts anymore. They just want to throw labels and rumors and gossip on people. And you know why did she drop it? Surprise album today? Because she felt like she just wanted to focus on music. She said she never wanted fame. And it's kind of funny how every time bad things happen to this woman, every time she's been vindicated, that like God is just spreading more blessings on her. There's people that's hating on Nicki. She's not going anywhere. People are saying she's old, right? Beyonce is how old and she's still in the music game. Jay-Z is a legend and he's still rapping. Like, come on, man. You guys want Nicki to throw away success career because Cardi B is a hot thing? Why will you throw away your successful business for someone that's tried to be you? As those girls want this rap game, write the rap. Do your career. Stop talking about hating on Nicki Minaj. Focus on yourself. Make your own mark in this world. Show people you better than Nicki Minaj. Not telling her, oh, I'm better than you, the fans is fighting, blah, 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 blah. Nicki is standing on a legacy. She can't fight with people. She just know that I'm the best rapper, and people is blaming her confidence for that. Are you kidding me? People is blaming her confidence. I'm the queen. She call herself the queen, not to spite everyone. She's saying I am the best, and she believed that since the first time she came in the game. Go look at old videos. People don't know. I'm getting so angry because this thing is just boiling me. She's been saying those things. When she came in, people say people is choosing Lil Kim over Nicki Minaj now. But Lil Kim career wasn't existent when Nicki came in. She didn't do the things that Nicki did. Nicki said, I wanted to be a Jay-Z, and she's proving to be a Jay-Z now. But nobody wants to see this. People is using her husband against her. Like, it's nothing that she's doing is going to satisfy black people. And it's black people that put black people down. And that's what I don't get about black people. You can say whatever, man, right? Go to Cardi B and tell her, why did she drag and rob men? Was it right? But you guys want to use Katie, which he served his sentence. And he was never convicted for the R-word. He never committed to that. But you guys don't want to speak about it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It's just the hatred for people just want to just spread a rumor. Your friend is saying, did she hear Kenny rap? Did you hear? Oh, yes. And then you put your 2 cents in. But go and look the facts up. That's all I want to say.
Thank you so very much. Thank y'all so very much. Thank you to the producers that came through and gave their reason on that. Thank you so very much, ma'am, for calling in and giving your point. You have spoke the realness from it. And the Wiley Show, we are international. Okay, y'all, I'm going to be enjoying the rest of my vacation here in Vegas. Thank you all so very much. If you are in Vegas, if you want to meet me, you can email me at wileyshowproductions@gmail.com. Super, super excited. I'm going to go take me a quick little nap here. I'm going to take me a quick little nap because we're going back to go get some more edibles, some more drinks. We're going to a place. We're going to be eating on a rooftop, I think. Is it a rooftop? I don't know. But we just going to have a good time. I have a good friend. Shout out to the people that I've already met here in Vegas. We're going to take some pictures and everything. But I do highly suggest you become a member or a member right now, because we did a members only live yesterday. So you can definitely go check us out. It's only $4.99 and you can cancel anytime. And we definitely going to do another members only today. So y'all be on the lookout, members. Y'all going to be definitely doing the members only. We did a members only when I first touched down in Vegas. So we're going to do one tonight. Tonight. So, but let me tell you, man, I am enjoying Vegas. Like, I am enjoying Vegas. Like, last night was something. Last night was something. Yes, I am in Vegas. And yes, I'm in Vegas. So yes. Everybody needs to stop and we'll see I'm in Vegas. So thank y'all so very much. I'm gonna talk to y'all soon. I can't wait for the concert. Oh my gosh. Don't let us catch you on the Vegas Stroll. No. Thank y'all so very much. We're gonna have a good time. Shout out to Blue Sky. Just shout out to the people that I've already met here. I'm gonna do all my shout outs in the next video because I want to make sure I get their names and stuff together. But thank y'all so very much, and I will see y'all later. Peace. They said, who in the other bed? That's not none of your business. Y'all can't know all about business. You can't know all about business, okay? Let me drop the link one more time. Listen, I'm trying to get up out of here at a good time because I want to take me a good little nap. Because I'm trying, somebody else want me to hit the link. Okay. We got 2 beds. I love to have 2 beds. I am not on Jack. I'm not on Jack, y'all. I'm not on Jack. I've actually logged off because I didn't want to meet nobody off of Jack. Okay, so we definitely doing the members only. You could become a member, and so when you go to the homepage, just become a member. We definitely doing that, but we'll definitely talk to y'all later. Thank y'all. I may come back live, but I'm gonna go live for my members. Thank y'all so very much. We will see y'all in the next episode. Peace.